This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Yellow Jackets' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buffaloes' offense takes the field, and they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Toss to the outside. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Might be changing the route. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And the Buffaloes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first one with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out to see who's going to take home the prize.
All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Off the play fake on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Hayden. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air, it's Salter. The screen, he can go. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well give it to him again. It's a seam wide open. He's loose. Smashes through the tackle. He's at the touchdown. Georgia Tech. Once he got some room, it was over.
Love love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using his legs, it's Hayden. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Wants to throw. It's Salter. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Smalls. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. It's Salter. The throw. Quick completion on the out route. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Wide open spaces.
Hey, Right, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Catch in the middle, it's Smalls. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Looking downfield, it's Salter. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He'll pitch it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's King. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He leaves it with the back. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That's caught. It's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Trying the left side. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Salter. Caught close to the marker, it's Miller. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
And some room to work.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. The offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Balls. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Welch. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hayden. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's complete to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The inside handoff. Fights off a defender. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rutherford. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking to throw, it's Kane. Gets rid of it. Got the quick pass. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps.
Oh, he's got some space. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give and tick, 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 tick. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Welch. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He makes a catch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Salter. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give as they work on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's at the touchdown, Georgia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Coming into this game, you just felt like which team has the ball last may win the game, and it feels like it's coming down to that now. A massive score for the offense. Under 2 minutes to play. The extra point is going to tie it. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to finish up.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running to the left. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got it behind the line, it's Williams. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. With jet sweep pass. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Salter. The short hands, it's Miller. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. On the run, it's Hayden. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning on the Jets. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll turn to the wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Hayden. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hayden. The pitch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! They strike first in overtime.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's King. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Quick touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And the extra point is good. on. First down here in the second overtime period. Handoff from the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Trying to power it in. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Welch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they answered the bell and responded with a score of their own.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown now. I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Have to go for 2, starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. On the move. They got it! The 2-pointer for the win, and they take the game in double overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.